All right. All right. How are you? Hello, everybody. Hi, Sheldon. How are you? How is everybody doing? I'm going to invite all groups. Hello, Roylandi Perez. How are you? Hi, Ahmed. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you, guys. Um, let's invite our crypto friends too. All right. Awesome. Awesome. How are you guys? I am. I'm going to power through, but I am losing my voice. Hi, Modern Spencer. How are you, mate? So, yeah, let's wait just a little bit. If you have any questions, just again ask on the chat. That'll be the best thing to do, right? Amazing, amazing, insane open, right? Yeah, just have a look from the open price until the lows. The GJ moved 600 pips. That's insane. Jorge da Silva, how are you, mate? How are you? Insane move on the GJ. We're going to look at the GJ actually, because I'm hunting for shorts here, right? Good morning, Jorge da Silva. And it's OM. I'm going to call you GB. GB. So I'm looking. I'm sorry. I'm looking at shorts on the GJ, right? Shorts on the GJ, and I am still looking at shorts on the pound US dollar. You know, I got stocked out. We started the day with two loose trades, any other, but with profits. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's fine. If you manage your risk correctly, it shouldn't be a problem. Last week we made 8%, so you should be happy, mate. I mean, you can't win all the trades, right? And the latest GBP USD, right? I'm sorry, I'm sorry about my voice. Shit, I sound funny. The latest GBP USD. I'm still looking for shorts right now. I'm actually looking. Let's go to the GBP USD first, guys, because I am going to go short right now in this market. I'm going to go short as we speak with a 1% risk right here. Yes. On the 1 minute chart, let's have a look. So this was my first short, right, on the first area of supply. My second short will be this one right here, for about a 6 hour. I'm not convinced entirely of going short still. I'm gonna wait a little bit. But first of all, why don't we talk about this possible short, right? So basically, what I'm hunting here, I'm hunting the continuation to the downside in this market. But I need to take a quick look the um, the U.S. dollar very quickly, guys. I'm going to answer all of your questions. Just give me a second. The This is the DXY big open on the DXY2 from the open to the highs. That was a 1.34% move on the USD. I'm not going short on the GBP USD just yet. I'm not going short on the GBP USD just yet, guys. But still hunting for shorts here. So the reason that I'm still hunting for shorts is because of this. I am looking for the continuation on this big move to the downside, right? From the open until the lows, this market move. What? I don't know. Hold on. What is this? I don't know what that is. This market moved. from the open until the lows, this market moved 484 pips. It has retraced back, and if it has retraced back from the open until this zone about 79%, I shall go short. 88.6, I'm sorry, that's it. It is in the short zone. It is in the short zone. But I am still waiting for a little bit of confirmation. So basically, on the 1 minute chart, on the 1 minute chart, I had two zones, right? The first zone was this area of supply that caused this big dip to the downside. I took a short after. Short-term reversal, got stopped out for a very small loss, but the second zone is this one right here that should be in fact a little bit a little bit stronger, sales wise, but I am not going to step in short just yet. And if you notice, if we grab a Fibonacci retracement tool from the high of the move, which is the open, to the low of the move, we have retraced 88.6%, which is cool, right? Between the 88.6 and the 79 is my preferred, my optimal short zone in this case. If we were looking at a rally market, we're looking for longs, obviously. Yeah. So basically, the reason that I took a small short here is because this zone is very strong, and I didn't want to miss the move, right? So I'm okay with losing 0.65% here on this trade, but getting in at the break of these lows right here. Short on the GBP USD for a full 1% risk. Let me see on the 5 minute chart if we can get a better entry. So I am going to be putting on a sell stop right here at around the 07, let's call it the 07 45. Let's see how it looks. 0745. I dig that. 0745. Let me see on my MT4. All right. So let me look at the chat. Managed to get short on oil this morning. That was amazing. I mean, I woke up and I just saw these massive moves, and you can't catch everything, right? I wish your voice getting better. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Ahmed. And I'm not sick. I'm not sick at all. I don't have COVID. It's just my voice. This weekend I was, my cousin was in a musical, play in a theater, and it was super funny, and I lost my voice there. So possibly taking those shorts. Let me just make sure that I have the right highs. 08, let's call it the 0816. Let's see. I am going to calculate my position size for a 1%. 1.0816 would be my stop loss. My entry would be 0745. 45 right here, 0745. I'm just calculating my 0745. Just calculating my position size, right? Oh boy, but that is not correct. Hold on. So I said my stop loss was 0816. 1.0816 would be my stop loss, and yeah, I'm digging this one, but I would like to see actually this level broken. I am going, since I lost the first one. I might get, let me just delete this one. What I might do, I'm not gonna get aggressive in my entry. I am going to sacrifice a little bit of my R, my risk to reward ratio, on a break of the previous lows. But let's wait and see. I'm not in there yet. I wish is a price 107.80 good to enter the GBP. That's what I'm looking at. That is what I'm looking at. Gold also, kindly see the gold also. Yeah, sure. I am hunting gold longs, but they are far, far from being in, from being developed, the setup, in fact. So I'm going to come back here. I have my other screen. I'm going to come back to this possible entry. What I would like to see, in fact, is this. Actually, I'm going to wait, but because what I would like to see is this, a break of these lows and then an entry around this level right here. That would be my entry. So I'm not placing any sell stops at the moment because I just figured out that this in fact would be a much better entry if it plays out, because right now, I mean, my previous entry was a little bit aggressive, right? So that's why I'm not taking an aggressive entry at the moment on the pound US dollar. But I will instead of sacrificing, instead of putting sell stops below these lows and sacrificing, risk to reward in this setup, what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for the actual break and the retest of this supply area. Right now, I'm flat the GBP USD. So the GBP Japanese yen, it's a similar setup on the 5 minute chart. We're looking for day trades, right? On the 5 minute chart, we have this level that was broken with, right, the previous lows, and I'm looking at this high. So this entire zone would be my sell zone, right? I'm sorry, would be my sell zone. This entire zone will be my sell zone. If we want to get a little bit, um, you know, itty gritty with it, yeah, around the daily open. But that, I mean, the thing is that let's have a look at the GBP USD. Unlike the GBP USD that is on the perfect Fibonacci retracement levels for shorts in this case, right? The pound USD is not, right? A break above the 155, the pound Japanese yen, a break above the 155 would mean that this market retraces back its entire move of 660 pips, right? So, do I want to get short with such a strong move? No, but let's have a look at the daily, because this is I mean, this is quite interesting. Let's remove all the drawings. Just have a look at this daily candle. I mean, the retracement back from the lows on this candle to until right actual or current prices is insane. Right from the lows, we can see that we have moved 600 pips or so to the upside. Right, this massive level was where we saw buyers jump in. Right. Oh, I sound like Baltimore. This is the level that we saw buyers jump in. But you know what, guys? I mean, you know what? I am hunting for shorts because it's very plausible, right, that just by looking at price action itself, is very. Let's look at some levels here. This level right here. I mean, actually, this one. I am going to use boxes. I am going to use boxes actually. Again, I apologize because of my for my voice, but there's absolutely nothing I can do about this. So very roughly, I'm looking for shorts because of this. Just have a look at this right here. Boom. What does historic price or what does price action tell us? Right here we have a spike high above the previous highs, right? Creating a bull trap, and then we have a lower high right here before this big dump. Right, we're looking at the daily chart. From the highs of the moves to the lows of the moves, we are looking at a 2,000 pip move or so, right? So there must be a pullback, and why I'm looking at shorts, and very possibly we'll be sending some shorts on long-term shorts on this market to the swing trading group, is because of this. I mean, all of these sell side liquidity got taken. All of this too, and this previous supply zone turned demand zone completely and utterly failed, right? So it's very possible that we're going to see this. We're going to see, right, the pullback from the next demand area towards now turn supply zone. I'm sorry, hold on. Now turn supply zone for further downside continuation and all of this sell side liquidity being taken out. This is the daily chart, but just by looking at price action itself, I am preferring the short side in this market, right? So I'm looking at my other screen on the GBP USD. Wells Fargo send me a message too. Thank you, sir. Right. So I'm digging the short side here. I am digging the short side in this market. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put on that sell stop at the level that I told you guys, very possibly. Let me just delete this drawing. What do you guys think about this short on the pound USD? I would love to hear your thoughts on this possible trade idea. You know, I am not in just yet. I am not in. I'm just waiting to see how this market reacts to this level. Quite strong level. Just let's have a look at the 4-hour chart. We have to go all the way back to the daily, I think. Not even the daily. Yeah, not even the daily. Let's go to the weekly chart. 1 week chart. Yeah, I don't have enough data to go here. So let's just focus on these previous lows on the daily, right? These previous lows right here. So here is a massive, massive level. Now, and if you notice here on these two lines that I just drew, here is that supply zone. Here is that massive supply zone on the daily. So, and if you notice on the daily chart, there is absolutely no supply area, right? There's no supply zone, right? So it's very possible that this market is going to come back towards this level before it continues to the downside, if it continues to the downside, right? But this is the daily chart. I am trying to get short, on a day trade, but you know what? This is absolutely not confirmed just yet. I already exhausted my aggressive entry of the day with those GBP USD shorts that I got stopped out at a 0.65% loss, which is fine if you manage your risk correctly. I mean, you're not going to get hurt. But yeah, I mean, after the break of these lows, right? We got some interesting uh, volatility to the downside. So this imbalance, is getting filled. So let me just delete this one because it doesn't work anymore. And let's go to the 1 minute chart because I really want to show you what I'm looking at right here. And the reason that I look at the 1 minute chart, it's not that I scalp the markets. It's because what I'm looking at or what I want to do is to pinpoint the exact zone that I want to trade to get the best risk to reward ratio on a possible trade right here, in this case short, right? Now on the 1 minute chart, right, here is that break of the structure of this market right here, and then right here this low. So here is the zone that broke with the structure of this market, right? My aggressive entry was this zone right here. I'm going to show you this one right here. This was my aggressive entry. The reason that I took that one, as I told you before, is because, and with a 0.6%, with a very small risk, is because I didn't want to miss the continuation to the downside on this market, right? Sometimes the in this case supply areas that are going to be tapped are the ones that were created after the break of the structure. But in this case, apparently we are tapping the previous base. Let's call it the previous base. So if we go to current price action, right here, Everything looks great, guys, but I don't have a setup. That's the thing. I don't have a setup for right now. I don't have a setup. So I'm sorry. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for the break of this market, right? If you notice here, this market keeps printing higher lows, etc. So what I'm going to do is, and it keeps breaking with the structure to the upside, blah blah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the break of these lows right here, boom. Maybe all this liquidity right here will be taken out right here, and then I'm going to come back and trade this supply zone, if this is in fact the supply zone that will create the breakout. So for the time being, I can't take an aggressive entry because I already took the aggressive entry that I have on a daily basis. It just went on my rules, right? So I have to wait. I have to be patient, right? Let's have a look at gold, and let me show you what I'm looking at in this market. I mean, this really looks good. I'm going to be a little bit mad if I miss this one, but again, I don't have a setup at the moment. So let's have a look at gold. Gold, this is let's have a look at the 5 minute chart in gold. Again, big sell-off. This was from the open to the lows. That was a 1700 pip move to the downside. So I'm looking at this, mates. I'm looking at this. I mean, it's quite sketchy. If you look at the 5 minute chart, this market is super sketchy to trade, right? Let's have a look at this. I mean, insanely rangy, and then boom, just liquidity grabs, right? Now, I'm looking for longs in this market just by looking at this. The latest structure in this market. I'm looking for long. So on the 1 minute chart, what I am looking at is this, right? I'm looking at price, just swiping all of these liquidities, this price of liquidity, and I want to get in long around the 1638. So around this level right here. Why? I'm sorry. Why? Because this is, the demand zone. So let's just color it. The demand zone that created the break of or the change of the character in the immediate term in this market right here. So I'm looking at this imbalance and possible dips towards this level, just taking out all of these weak long players, right? With stop losses here and here and here and here, just taking out all of this liquidity for my entry, because right now it would be foolish to go long in gold or even short, right? There's absolutely nothing to do here but wait for this level to get hit, in my opinion. Now, the other reason that I'm looking at this level is because most traders, right? Most traders look for previous highs and previous broken highs and previous broken lows. So it's, I mean, if this plays out and gold dips, taking out all of these lows, right? Weak players are going to start taking longs here at these previous broken highs, right? But that leaves all of this untouched, and it's very plausible that it's going to create more liquidity right here. So we might see this, lower, just printing lows before they get taken out, and then we see that move to the upside. So that's my plan in gold at the moment. I am not looking at touching this market. We have been killing it trading this market lately, and if you remember, last week I sent you guys a trade on gold. There was a massive winner. I don't know if you remember, and it was basically this exact setup, right? On the long term in gold, let's have a look at the daily chart in gold. On the long term, actually, I'm gonna go all the way to the weekly again, guys. On the weekly, this market looks very bearish, very bearish. just have a look at this. I'm sorry. Just have a look at this. This looks very bearish. I mean, this 1680 level. Just looking at levels, right? This 1680 level was the last defense zone of buyers, of bulls, right? And last week it got broken with, on Friday. I reckon, yeah, on Friday. So what's the next big zone for buyers? Should be this one right here, I guess, right? Between the 1528 to 1460 level. Just very very fast looking at some levels. On the 4-hour chart, this market looks extremely bearish. Indeed, it looks bearish. But why am I looking to go long then? I'll show you why. On the hourly chart, again, we can see this break of that structure, and if anything, if history repeats, gives you clues or whatever, it's very possible that the next leg down will be when this area or this supply zone gets tapped. So it's very plausible that we're going to see that move towards this level before the big move to the downside. But on the higher time frames, overall, I see this market very, very bearish. Now, come back to the 5-minute charts because we are day trading, guys. It's very possible that we're going to see that dip. Just gold just taking out all of that liquidity that I pointed out right here. So if someone once asked me if this is what I'm looking at, why wouldn't I just short gold, right? And that is a valid question, right? That is a very, very valid question. So if I'm looking at this, at the possibility of buying all the way down here on the 1638, that means that I am looking at a dip. I'm sorry. Shit. A dip in this market, right? So why wouldn't I take a short? And the reason is because one of my rules is that I trade pullbacks. I don't trade reversals. So from the moment that price broke with these highs, the character of this market changed to a bullish market on the very short term, right? So I am not going to go and place a short position just because my analysis tells me that the probability of gold tapping the 1638 is high. No, I'm not going to do it because it's a probability, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to place that long position here. And if you remember last week, that is exactly what we did. And that trade just performed great. It was an awesome trade. It performed massively. I made almost 4% on that trade alone, right? So keeping uh, your losers small, and your winners big. It's what this game is all about. So I'm gonna just place a flag here. Now, I'm looking. The markets that I'm looking at is gold and the pound USD, right? The pound USD, and as you can see, right here, it's creating very short term sell side, buy side liquidity. So, my idea of placing sell stops here is in fact looking much better. Now, if this is the 1-minute chart, again, I'm just looking at the 1-minute chart because it gives me a very exact entry levels. And because I'm looking for day trades, guys, I just don't want to see a spike above this high. If I see a spike above this high, the probability of this setup is just diminishes a ton. So let's wait and see. On the pound yen side, I don't know. I had it flagged, but yeah, I'm not looking at now at shorts. I'm just gonna wait and see. Let me just delete all of this shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see because if you remember, I was talking about possible. Okay, hold on. Apparently the DXY is just crashing now. If the US dollar guys, if the US dollar breaks with today's um, open price, this line, I mean, just so you understand, on my charts, you're always going to see these lines, right? This is an indicator. It's called open price or whatever. I don't know. But when the line is green, it means that price is above the open level, and when it's red, like on the pound yen, it means that it's below the entry or the open level. This changes automatically. I mean, you can find that indicator here if you're interested. But if the U.S. dollar just breaks with with this zone right here, all bets are off on my GBP USD shorts, mates. All bets are off because, well, the GBP USD just spiked higher. So we're going to wait and see what happens. Because if the USD breaks with this area, what's the next zone where we can actually find buyers, right? I don't know. Let's just put on some levels here. Would be around the 112.30 or so. So that would create a massive move to the downside. Also, this is the 5-minute chart. Let's have a look at the 50-minute chart, right, to see the market structure. Now, currently, this market is super strong, super bullish, right? We haven't seen a clear pullback. Well, yeah, just this one right here. That was during the FOMC day, I think. Yeah, whatever. Or no, this was FOMC day. This was after. But the structure of this market is extremely bullish. Now, this last move to the upside, I mean, that was very exponentially bullish, right? So, let's have a look at this level of 114.50 on the very high time frames. It goes to a weekly chart again. Now, so on the weekly chart, I had this low as the next key level. Price broke with that level. So now, if you notice right here, the 114 what? 114.50 or so is this supply zone right here. Now, this is interesting, and I haven't seen. Thank you for pointing that out, guys. Or thank me. So right there to the pip, right to the tick. That's a very very interesting zone. So are we bullish short term on the US dollar or not? Well, we might. We're going to have to wait and see for that confirmation, my friends. So coming back to the GBP USD, looking good for placing those sell stops. Right here. This is looking very good for placing those sell stops. The spike high. This sell stops below this base, which is the short term, the very, very, very short term sell side liquidity, is what I'm looking at that break. So price, if this plays out, we might see something like this, right? But just to be sure that I take or that I get into this trade, I am going to be placing those sell stops. And if price breaks with the highs of my zone, I'll just delete those levels. So this is a VIP trade. If you're not a VIP, oh boy, well, you're getting a freebie, mates. I don't know if you guys can understand me with my current voice, but I hope you can. So 0740 would be my entry. 0 0.7, 0.07 up here. Sell stop, that would be at 1.0740. With stop losses at the 1.0816. And the targets, I haven't seen targets just yet. You know what? I am going to be targeting. This is super. This is super greedy. I am not going to target. The lows of the moves. That is just so super greedy. Yeah. So basically, I will be targeting this zone right here. like this. So it's a nice 2.5 R trade on my hands. Again, I can take a so that's a what? 0.05 uh, 0.566 1.0566. I'm gonna place that. So that gives me it's a very nice one to let's have a look. I mean, I'm digging it. That I mean, if my targets get hit on this trade, right now I'm down 1.45%. If this trade plays out, I would end up the day um, up 1.45. So this is a day saver, right? So I'm gonna put on the 1 minute chart here so you can guys see what I'm looking at and what I'm trading. So basically around here, and just stop loss above my area, and I'm targeting this previous zone. Uh, just ask away if you have any questions. I'm just gonna send this to my VIPs. If you're not a VIP, well, that is a freebie for you. My throat. And you know what? The weird thing is that it doesn't hurt. It really doesn't hurt. I mean, it just. I can't force it too much. I really can't force it too much. So. TP 0566. Does this trade make sense to you? I mean, I would love to hear it from you guys. You know, it's quite hard just 2.5 R. It's just hard to 2.5 R to do a monologue. You know, I hate it. So, I mean, unless you start like talking back to me, not talking back to me, but you know what I mean, right? I'm gonna end the show here, and I'm gonna stop doing them. You know, this is for you, not for me. So yeah, basically this is what I'm looking at. Nice break of the structure if it plays out. Now let's have a look at gold. This probably will have to we will have to wait to see that gold because um, yeah, I don't see this move happening anytime soon. Um, so that will be sent to my VIPs only. And if you're not a VIP and you want to be a VIP, you know. Link is below this video. I'll send you guys the link. There is absolutely no promo codes this week. If you did not use the 50% promo code, then you missed out, but you can still get in. I'm sorry. Oh boy, it looks like the DXY is going to fail. So again, I'm going to monitor this possible trade on the pound US dollar, right? I am monitoring gold for those possible breaks right here. Well, there's also some buy side liquidity all the way here, but you know what? I have my plan. This is my plan. I am not going to place a buy limit like I did last week because I already took my aggressive entry, guys. I get one, and this is just a rule that I have for myself. Because yeah, aggressive entries, gives you a much better risk to reward ratio on your trades, but they're aggressive. And it's not like it's not gambling. It's not gambling, but they do like some confirmation. So Lejo Sager says go by limit 164, or 1644, stop loss 1632, TP 1655. Why don't we plug in this shit? Let's have a look. Long position, boom. So you're looking at 1644 with stop loss at hold the fuck up. Wow. Okay, let's see, 1632 NTP 1655. Let's have a look at 1655. Let's have a look at your possible trade. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna have to look at this on the 550-minute chart, shall we? So this is your trade idea. Again, let's go back to the 5-minute chart. I hated this. I hate it here. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Those kind of traders are looking for that top or which is fine, mate. Which is fine. You're looking for that retest of the previous broken highs. That's nice. That's cool and everything, right? But personally speaking, I used to do that. I used to trade like this, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Broken levels are more than not often retested. Yes, I agree with you. The thing is that more often than not, price always comes back to the zone, in this case demand zone, that created the breakout, not the resistance level that was broken with. And also, this stop loss is super wide, in my opinion. It's extremely wide, in my opinion. And just think about it like this. And you're more. You're. If you think that I'm wrong, just type it on the chat. Mate. This is a conversation. I'm just telling you what I think, right? What I think about this, right? Now, what I'm thinking here, right, just by looking at your position or your trade idea is this, that, you're on the same side as me. You're looking at a break of this or this liquidity sweep, of course, and a pullback towards the previous levels, right? Now, your stop is super wide, in my opinion, and in my mind, in my head, the reason that your stop loss is that wide is because you don't know, and that's okay, because no one knows if price is going to bounce from this level or come back to these lows, right? So you are allowing, with that wide of a stop loss, you're allowing room for for your trade to go in your direction, and that's good. That's great. In my book, that's a winning strategy. If you know, if you manage your risk correctly. Now, if you look, I lost 0.65% of my pound US dollar shorts. Right? Let's go to that trade. Actually, GBP USD. Now, my entry was here. So my entry was here. If I had put my stop losses very wide like this, I would have been in a terrible position, because this is long. I need a short. If I had put my stop loss wide all the way here, I would have been on a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio with a 0.7%. Well, in this case, I would have taken a 1%, right? I would have been on a 1% possible win, right? And a little less because I manage my trades differently, right? For example, this short I'm going to take when it hits 1.5%, I take off 1% of my trade. Well, but that's neither here nor there. But I lost 0.7%, let's call it, right? And now I am looking at a possible 2.5% win if I hit my targets, if price hits my targets. If I'm a 2.5% win minus 0.7% win, instead of making 1% or less, I am possibly going to be making 1.5, 1.6%. So And that's just how I look at it, right? Instead of using such wide stop losses, I am okay with taking a small loss on my first level. That is a little bit more aggressive because no one knows if price is going to bounce from this level or come back towards my demand zone. No one knows, right? So I'm completely fine with taking a smallish position at the first level, which is more aggressive, and then if I get stopped out, taking on a full position or almost full position from my zone, which yields much. Which in this case, mate, in this case, it will yield um, right here. It will yield about 5 hours. So you dig? You understand what I'm saying? And this is just what how I look at things, right? This is exactly what we did last week on that massive gold winner, right? And this is possibly what I'm looking at on today's GBP USD if it plays out, right? That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. You do you. If this is the way that you trade and you feel comfortable and you are, hey, there we go, and you are, profitable with it. More power to you, mate, and don't change a fucking thing because what I'm saying, this is just my opinion, and you have to take it and you have to take it as is, just a stranger's opinion. So thank you for sharing your trade, mate. We're on the same page here on gold. We are on the same page. We're gonna have to wait and see. We do have to wait for all of these people to get stopped out, please. Right. Let's have a look at some U.S. equities. Just a quick look at the pound USD, the pound yen, nothing. Uh, the XY. We're gonna we are going to have to wait and see for that open. This is some crazy price action. Just how I look at this. The open was, I guess, here. This was the open, and then we had that big dip. I don't know who here. Itom. I'm gonna call you Itom. You're the one that killed it on this one. Congratulations. Let's have a look at some U.S. equities. 50-minute chart. This is super bearish. Just have a look at the past 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions. Or say, all last week we saw some bearish closes. Now, I haven't taken any short positions here on U.S. equities in a while. Or since we saw this big dip. And you know what? If you were on my live, I know it wasn't on a live show. I was on a coaching session with a student, and because I was on that coaching session, I missed this entry. It was on the S&P or the Nasdaq. I don't remember, but it was on the Nasdaq. So let me show you very quickly because this one really hurt. So I was looking at this level, the 12,800 level on the Nasdaq, super important key level in historic price action, right here. Just have a look at this. This is the 4-hour chart. Just super massive key level in historic price action. So I was looking at that level for shorts, and my setup would have been something like this. Let's have a look. My setup would have been something like Janga. Where are you? Am I looking at this at the correct chart? Yeah. So my setup would have been something like this. Would have been short here at the break of the previous lows, targeting the next key level. That would have been a massive trade, and I missed it. But you know what? I am okay with it because we made progress with my student. But you know what? I was showing you this because I do trade key levels, right? And I have been waiting for pullbacks in these markets for me to get a nice short. Now, and it hasn't played out. I wasn't going to trade this. This volatility that was crazy. I think I got stopped out on this. I had a short here. Yeah, I had a short here, and I got stopped out on this volatility. But it was the same day that we killed it on the pound yen short. So that day we ended up 1.5%, even with this loss, which was fine. So here I was trading a pullback towards the previous key levels, but you know what? My stop losses were just too tight. Just were too tight for the expected volatility in the market. In hindsight, I should have used this high as my stop loss, not these previous highs, because it was obvious that they were going to be taken out. So that was a mistake on my part. I am not perfect. I have never said that I am perfect or the best trader out there, but I do know what I'm doing, and sometimes I do make mistakes. Having said that, I am looking for pullbacks in this market. Well, probably, most probably will be looking to the S&P 500, because contracts are too big on CFDs, contracts on the Dow and on the Nasdaq are just too big for some of you, account sizes. So the S&P, in my case, the SPX, it's just super small, and this is what I'm looking at the open. So a pullback towards this level. Actually, I'm going to use that right here. Let me just delete this fucking line. Pull back towards this level. This is the one that I want. So I want to go short, right? I want to go short, and if you look at this, sellers are creating some kind of liquidity that might be in the eyes of institutional traders. you know, also. Yeah, I'm not gonna take a short on a breakout. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. But breakout trades are just not performing that good in the current market conditions. So you have to adapt, right? Now, because of that, I have missed some trades, and I have taken some breakout trades. For example, I think that we traded the S&P 500 on a flag breakout. I don't know where. Oh yeah, I think it was this one right here. I don't care, but we have traded breakouts, But this one right here, this flaggy looking fucking price action here, it looks like a flag, smells like a flag, must be a fucking flag, right? Now, the reason that I wouldn't take a breakout trade here is because of this low right here. Let me explain to you why. Because and if you do the homework, and if you analyze your past trades, this is what you can or you will be able to look at. Plug some leaks. Now, when I say that breakout trades are not performing the best in these market conditions, is because of this. Let's just assume that I am wow, I am looking to trade this breakout right here. So I would put my sell stop here, my stop losses here, right? First of all, this is super wide, super wide for me, for a day trade, and I would be trading the open, right? So there's tons of volatility, and more often than not, right now, what I am seeing in this exact, setups is price breaking with the pattern, and then just inducing here on the short side to see that move towards the real, in this case, supply zone before the move. So I don't want to be part of that of this liquidity that is possibly going to be swept. And yeah, perhaps price is going to break, because this is a very strong bearish market in the short term, and perhaps price is just going to break with these lows. But to me, right now, the highest probability setup is just look for a pullback, and to just look for institutional traders taking out this liquidity. That is the way that I look at the markets at the moment. You know, any. I mean, if you have, if you're a VIP, you know that it's working fucking great. Any more questions, guys? Because I mean, I have been doing a monologue uh, for an hour. You know, shit. And you have no questions at all. GBP USD. This is looking great. Oh, about to be taken into this trade. All right. So 1 minute chart. Boom boom. All right. So here's my position. About to be triggered in short. I am triggered in short. Hey, this chart moved. Uh, I mean, what the hell? The chart that I'm looking here on TradingView just moved faster than my MT4. But you know what? It's just the same. Right, so I'm triggered short here on the pound USD. Uh, it's looking very good. Let's wait and see what happens. This is what I like to call. If uh, now I know some of you are not VIPs, and I'm not going to send trade managements on this one. But again, this is the thing, right? Now, this market just changed its character on the short term, right here. Boom, it changed the character, right? I'm not going to do the lines. It changed its character. So we are short here on this market. Now, in hindsight, I could have put my sell stop here, but you know what? I have already taken my aggressive trade for the day, so I couldn't. Now, the way that I'm going to manage this trade is very simple, guys. If price reverses on me, well, we have a very big zone right here, which is looking super bearish, mates. If price reverses on me and breaks with these highs, I'm going to close about 60 or 70% of my trade on a very small loss and just keep the rest. But this is looking very good. Congratulations, everybody that is in it with me. Let's recoup all those losses, and I am not chasing my losses. I'm not chasing my losses. I'm just looking at a perfect, you know, setup here in this market. So let's have a really quick look at the. Yeah, as you can see, here it is, right? Uh, the US dollar bouncing from this previous, you know, uh, this previous supply zone. It's very bullish. So if now here's the thing, right on the 1 minute chart. Just look at this. This is good. So we do have, we if I mean we have to see and we have to wait for these highs to get taken out in order. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the 5 minute chart. For these highs to be taken out in order for us to start celebrating a continuation or a bullish continuation in the US dollar. Also remember that we do have the previous broken lows that need to be taken out too. Hi there, I got the position with you my first day here. Just come across your show today. Thanks. Well, Emra, you're more than welcome. Be careful. I am just going to send the trade management to my VIPs, and also I am going to be very aggressive in managing this position, right? So the reason that I will take, that I will take a drawdown towards this zone is because this is the actual entry zone that I was waiting for. But the reason that I took the safer position is because I already took my aggressive entry all the day and I got stopped out. So basically, this would have been my aggressive entry for about an 8 hour. I am not adding on it because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I took some cold medicine, and right now my head is killing me. And I'm not cold, but It's really annoying to be, to one's voice. But you know what? I am here and I have been talking for a fucking hour, so at least thank me. Right, so this is looking very good, guys. Congratulations. Be careful if you're not part of the VIP group. You're not going to get my trade management, but that's all right. That's okay, I guess. You know what to do. If you want to be part of the VIP group, here's the link on the chat. Here's the link on the chat. Yeah, I mean this is looking insanely good. Just have a look at this, right? Beautiful, beautiful trade. Um, all right, so here, let me just delete this Fibonacci retracement levels. I'm just gonna move this one a little bit. I'm just gonna do this. So these are the two scenarios, right? I took the safest one with the wide stop loss because I already told you took my aggressive entry of the day. But here, hold on, here's the thing. Here you can see that the character in this market has changed, right? A break of these lows. So, no, change of character. So, on the bottom. So, the character in this market has changed on the short term, right? It is now bearish, right? Now, the probability of price pulling back towards this supply zone that created the change of character is extremely high, right? And this is the entry, or this is the professional entry that gives you the massive 8 Rs, right? But again, guys, I wish I hadn't taken that previous GBP USD, but it was the plan. It was my plan always today. Taking a short, a riskier or more aggressive entry with a lower risk at the first supply zone, and then a full one at the second one when this happened. But because I already taken my aggressive entry, I decide, and because I'm really not feeling well, I don't know if I'm I'm going to be taken out by these medicines. I just decided to take the safer entry with just sell stops below this below these lows, which in fact was the change of character in this market, with stop losses above just above my supply zone. It's very plausible too that we're going to see this. Check this out, guys. We do have here some liquidity waiting for us sellers. Well, not us, right? But you know what I'm talking about. So it's very possible that we're going to get something like this, and then the tap on the 0760 or so. I mean, I don't know, right? It's very possible that we are going to get a tap right now. I don't know. I'm happy with the way that I traded this particular setup. This is the way that I'm going to be trading it. If you're a VIP, I'll keep you posted on how I manage it. And and if you're a VIP, um, this is another possibility, right? This is another possibility. So if you're a VIP, um, this is very possible. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a ton of my trade off here, and uh, because this is the zone, the possible zone that we are going to see that move towards the 0760. And if price moves all the way down to 0650, I will take a ton of my trade out, making up for the previous losses, and I will take that aggressive entry because I will be back on the, possibly maybe not on the green, but I will be you know I will be you know far away from my daily stop loss. But that's just an idea. That's just a trade idea. It very possibly will just break and tap that supply, that demand zone this is not a real demand zone. I'm just pointing out, our targets here, um, possibly here, right here. I don't know. So let's wait and see. Congratulations, everybody that is with me on this trade. On this trade, I'm sorry. You're welcome for the free money. If you want to be part of the VIP group, just uh, click the link, and it's only £40 a month, mates. I mean, it's super inexpensive, and we price it very inexpensively because we do believe that there's enough money here in this market for everybody to profit. There's no reason. There's no reason. I mean, this is not rocket science. This is not rocket science. I don't have the secrets of of the secret recipe. I'm not saying the secret recipe to Coca-Cola. This is just something that everybody can do, and everybody can profit without me seeing my profitability be affected, because these markets are just so liquid that yeah, I mean, and also because we make money out of it, right? Yeah, thank you for the kind words, Gian and Hoa and Emra. I appreciate it, mates. I appreciate it a ton. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit. If you guys want to ask me another question or not, it's fine by me. I mean, whatever you want to do. Um, but yeah, I'll wait and see a little bit. I mean, I'll wait if you guys. I mean, any questions about what we do or trading or anything, just don't fucking ask me. What car do I drive or stupid shit like that, because it really doesn't matter. I mean, yeah. Also, guys, if you guys ever get DM'd by anyone saying they're us or they're me, and they ask you uh, for money to invest in the latest thing is a Bitcoin investment scheme, they're scamming you. I will never ask you for your money. I don't care about your money. I don't need it. Right? Never send any people. They never send money online to someone you don't know. Never do that. More so with cryptocurrencies, because it's untraceable, and I mean, they're going to steal your money. So be careful out there. There's don't. I mean, where there is greatness, there's always going to be people abusing that greatness, right? Um, so be careful out there. You know, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is, and just know that we will never, ever, ever ask you for your money. Right. So pound US dollar pulling back. 1 minute. Yeah, probably we'll see that pullback towards that zone. I would love to see the dip towards the 0650 for me to take a ton of my trade out to be able to get in on this amazing 7R trade. Just please do it. GBP USD. Yeah, sure. Gold. I already did it, but I'll go through it again. That's fine. So, what I'm looking at here in gold is this. Oh boy, that's awesome. Right. I'm looking for buys around the 1638. Now, the reason that I'm looking for buys around the 1638 is because of this, right? This market is bullish on the very short term, right? This market is bullish on the short term. Right here, we saw that break or that change of character in this market, and then continuation breaking the structure right here. Now, the zone that broke, or the move that broke with the character in this market, or the demand area that created that move, was this one right here. I might be wrong. I have to reanalyze my chart. I might be wrong. Don't I mean take this with a grain of salt, right? I'm just not feeling 100%, and I haven't sit down and just taken a look at this market, but just to explain to you what I'm looking at here is this, right? So right here we saw that that liquidity strip, or so, let's call it a a bear trap, and then you know what? I was wrong, and then here possibly changing the character in this market. Yes, I was wrong. Let me show you. Thank you for asking me again because I might have been wrong. So here's that change of character that we were talking about. Now price and here is that first break of the structure to the upside. Now just have a look at this. This is the break, the first break of the structure to the upside. Now if you look at this here, right here is where the character in this market changed, and that demand zone, the demand zone that created this change of character was this one right here. Grosso modo, this one right here, right? This candle right here, this grosso modo, right? And this demand zone has already been tapped. So price broke, changed. I mean, the character changed in this market. Then price came back to the demand zone and tapped it. So this demand zone has been already tapped. Then created a new low and created this demand zone that created the first break of the structure. So I wasn't wrong. I mean, I was wrong in the sense that I hadn't looked at this, in details. But now that I look at it, I am loving even more my possible long idea here at the 1638 or so. I'm not showing you guys everything that I use all my tools just to calculate entry, etc., etc., etc. But this is something around a 7R towards this liquidity. So this is my idea. This is my trade idea. This is the only way that I will get involved in gold today on the long side. So hope it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Here we also have some very, 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 and like I told you guys before, let's throw in a line here. It's very possible that, oh boy, let me just right here. It's very possible that, I mean, if this plays out, and it is playing out, price is already taken, has already taken all of this liquidity, and the daily open has been retested. Look, it's looking very bearish on the short term, right? So it's very possible that the 1640 is going to get tapped. The 1640 is this previous highs, right? This previous broken level. So here is where weak players are going to start taking long positions. That is going to create another liquidity area that is going to be taken out. That is going to propulse. Is that a word? I don't know. Gold into my buy zone. So that is what I'm looking for. Right, guys. Fuck this. My throat is killing me. I'm gonna make myself, a tea, a ginger, honey, and lemon tea, because apparently that's what TikTok says you have to drink when you're like me. For your throat. Yeah, I mean, if you're a VIP, you're going to get this trade. I am not going to put on a buy limit order just yet. I'm just going to wait and see what happens, right? But this is exactly the same setup that I took last week on gold. That was a bomb in the good sense. Was a bomb, was a bag. I don't know what you kids are saying today. Right, a little bit on the GBP USD. This is looking good. We are up about, I don't fucking know, about 50 peepers. Oh boy. Yeah, this is amazing. 50 pips? No, 38 pips. But this is good. So again, you're welcome for the free money. I know that if you took that trade with me earlier on the Euro Aussie, you lost money, but hopefully you're making that back. And that's just the way it is. We keep our losses small. I'm sorry, and we try to ride our winners. Yeah, towards infinity and beyond. No, we're not hodlers. Right now, reaction. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Thank you for the kind words, you too. I appreciate it. If you want to be part of my VIP club, my VIP team, the link is right there on the chat. I'm just inviting you to be part of something great. And yeah, I mean, we understand what we're doing. We're good at what we do. There's no other way around it. I never say that we are the best because we're not, right? Yeah, but we do hustle, or yeah, we do hustle a ton. This is our life, right? We bleed the fucking markets and breathe them. So yeah, if you want to be part of my team, just start by subscribing to the VIP group. Then you can. I mean, yeah, and this is not for everybody. All right, I know that this is not for everybody, and that's fine. You should be with a group of traders that you click with. But if what I do makes sense to you, yeah, just dig in. Start by subscribing to the VIP group, and then you can explore the other services that we have. Personal coaching, the F1 strategy, etc., etc., etc. So. What we're trying to build here is just a hub, an educational hub. We are still going to be, sending signals and everything, but we are focusing more and more and more on trader development. And if what you want is just pure and simple signals, then that's the VIP group for you. But if you want to develop yourself as a trader, there's other options to that we just launched. So if you are wondering about those, just email SupportMate and they have the information. Right? Again, you're welcome for the fucking free money. Congratulations. That's a cool trade, right? Uh, yeah, I mean, I could have been a little more aggressive on my entry, but I'm not feeling that well, and I don't want to be in front of my computers, babysitting this trade. So I'll keep you guys posted on how I manage it. This is looking amazing. Now we're up 47 pips. Good, 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 good. Yeah, this is looking very good. So I'm gonna hold this trade until until TP gets hit. I don't think that I'm going to be taken. Well, it depends, right? It depends on how it reacts on some zones that I have on my eyes. But very possibly, just by looking at the 50-minute chart, very possibly that I will be, just riding this one home. Maybe a little bit higher. But this zone looks good. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. And again, be safe with this trade. If you're not a VIP, just be safe. Manage your trade accordingly, or however the fuck you want to manage it. Just don't be greedy. Don't leave money on the table. I always get. I always get comments or DMs or emails about why do you take profits, but and then price hit your TP because I know what I'm doing, because I know the math behind of what I'm doing, and I know that yeah, and just because I like to keep my sanity. My mindset is one of the most important things that I take care of. And by taking profits, I take all of the emotions out of my decisions, because it's not the same to watch a price go in your direction for 100 pips with your full position on, just to see your price come back and just watch all that money evaporate. So that I don't do that. So right now it's very possible that I will be taking some off here at this level. Not I am not going to That's just the way that I trade. You know, you can trade. You can. I mean, if you follow my signals or my trades or whatever, you can manage your trade however the fuck you want to manage it, right? I'm just doing me. I'm just doing my thing. You know, this is by no means set in stone. But what I'm going to do here, so here it is. Very possibly, is I'm gonna take a ton off here because I see price just bouncing back towards that supply zone. And if that happens, I will be taking that aggressive entry on a magnificent 7.25 R or so. So stay tuned, VIPs, because this is looking fucking hot. It's looking hot, right? And if you're not a VIP, well, you are going to miss this one and possibly this one right here. There you go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Damn it, I'm gonna have to stay in front of my fucking computer because I do have this possible entry in gold. Maybe I will put on a buy limit or maybe not. I'll keep you guys posted. The thing is that if I use a buy limit, my risk to reward ratio uh, shrinks to a 4.71 R. And if I don't, I can get that spike low for a 7 R or so. I mean, it depends on how I feel, guys. But in any way or another, you're going to get that trade on the VIP channel, right? Again, thank you for joining me, guys. I'm sorry about my voice. I mean, there's nothing I can do, right? Um, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Any questions? I'll give you guys a couple of minutes whilst I check my messages. Go ahead, ask away. I'll probably leave in a bit. So no questions, guys. No questions at all. That's crazy. I thought you would have some questions for me, but apparently you don't. So, uh, no questions then. All right. Um, let's have a quick look at that S&P. I already subscribed now to the VIP. Thanks for the video. Cheers, mate. Welcome, Paolo. Well, that's fine. That's fine. If you don't have any questions, you don't have any questions. Well, AJ, welcome to the team. Welcome to the fucking team, mate. Well, GBP USD. What about GBP USD? Shit, I've been talking about the pound US dollar for an hour, mate. No, what the hell? I'm sorry if you just got in. I'll do it very quickly. We are short the pound US dollar, mate. We are short the pound USD. This is the setup. Um, yeah, we're short. We're up. I don't know about 30 pips, 40 pips or so, rocking it. You know, that's the thing. I mean, when I go live, is because I have a possible setup. Don't be late. All right. So thank you again for joining me, guys, and welcome to the team, AJ. I know that you are going to dig it. And that's it for me. I thought I was going to do just a half an hour show, but you know what? Time flies. Time flies when you're rocking it. Cool, guys. Again, thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully by tomorrow my voice will be a little better. And if it's a lot worse, I am not going to do a live show tomorrow. But you know what? I'm a warrior. I'm a fucking warrior. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. You're more than welcome, Embra. Cheers.